Namaste, welcome. Today I bring to you a total body class. It is an all levels class. I will be giving options all along. So take what works best for you today. For props, it's good to have a blanket if you have sensitive knees. With that being said, we are starting today's class in Vajrasana. If Vajrasana is not for you, you can always come into easy seat or any other seat of your choice. Resting the palms on your thighs. Close down the eyes. Just take these first few breaths to find your posture. Are we stacking the spine, head, neck, shoulders, hips? Are the shoulders relaxed? Can we release the hips a little further down? Taking all the tension away from the face, the jaw. We'll start with 3 cleansing breaths along with our shoulder shrugs. So whenever you're ready, inhale, crunch your shoulders up towards the ears. Sigh out through the mouth as you lower them down. Repeat that twice. Now settle into your Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat. We start to make the breath audible. In and out through the nose. Three more breaths like that. Last breath. Bringing the palms in front of the heart, pausing here before we start our movement practice. Any intention that comes to mind. Slowly release the hands down, blink the eyes open, and welcome back. We will start with cat and cows. Bring the hands out in front of you. Inhale, expand the chest, keep the elbows soft. Option to look up, exhale, round the spine. Let the finger pads touch. Inhale, open, exhale. Nice and big movement here. Inhale. Squeezing the back body, stretching the front body, exhale, round. We crunch the front body, stretching the back body. 2 more. Eyes open or closed. Last one. And exhale. Come back to neutral spine. Palms are going to face forward. And then we're just going to bring the palms down, face towards you, away from you, down. So wrist flexion and extension. Continue. Let the movement come from the wrist and not the fingers. Just warming up the wrist a little. For another 5, normal breathing. 4, 3, we are not coordinating the movement with the breath. 2, 1, palms face forward. Hold here. Bring the back of the palms closer to you. Working on those wrist extensors. And then palms face towards you. Bringing the palms close to the body. Hold here. And release. Shake it out. Good job. We'll come into our tabletop position. Here the blanket can come in handy if the knees are feeling sensitive. Stack your wrist underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. Spread out your fingers And then see if the fingers can face the side of the mat, the long side of the mat. Begin to rock side to side. Just warming up the wrist. Now left fingers face forward, right fingers turn towards the legs. If the hand doesn't completely turn, that's fine. And then see if you can lean back to deepen the stretch. One more breath. Come forward, right fingers face forward, left fingers go counterclockwise. Lean back. One side could be more open than the other. My left side is. Just making observations. And come back center. We'll come into our balancing table bird dog. So shift the weight into your left side. Extend the right leg long. Keep the hip closed. Point through the toes. Crunch the belly. Brace your core. Option to add the opposite arm. Three breaths here. Now bring the arm by your side like a T and then right leg to the right side, abduct the hip. Try not to open the hip, hold here for 3 breaths. Stay strong. Last breath. Release the hand, release the knee, shake out the hips, take a breather. Same thing on the other side. We extend the left leg long, keep the hip closed, lengthen out through the toes, brace your core so there's no arch in the low back. Then add the opposite arm. 3 breaths here. Bicep in line with the ear if possible. Gaze can be on the mat. Tee out the arm and then abduct the leg. Bring the left leg to the left side. Hold here. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Release the hand, release the knee, shake out the hips. We'll come into downward facing dog. So send the hips up and back. You have to take a step back with your feet. Begin to pedal out the legs in your upside down V. Feel free to shake out the hips side to side. Any movement that feels good to wake up the body. Come back center and then slowly walk the feet towards the hands for a forward fold. Hold your forward fold for a couple of breaths. Then slowly rounding the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Head follows last, we come at the top. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times. Nice. We'll start with 3 rounds of sun salutation. You can always skip, take a break in child's pose anytime throughout the practice. From the side, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale here, you can drop the knees down. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down dog. We'll take 3 breaths in down dog. The next 2 time around, we will just move breath to movement. 1 more breath. Step the foot forward, then the other foot forward. Fold here. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands by our side. 2 more times. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Inhale here, knees up or down. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the feet forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands by our side. 1 more time. Inhale, arms to chin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, hold, knees up or down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step or jump forward. Exhale, forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands. Good job. We will come into start pose. So hands on the hip. You can shift the weight into your right leg. Lift the left leg up. Find your focus. Engage your core. Hands can come in front of the heart if you feel comfortable with balance. Try not to lean back. And then we are going to take a step back to set up for warrior one. So take the left foot back heel grounds down. Turn the left foot out slightly. Make sure the front and the back leg are in two parallel lines and not in one line. That will give your hips room. Now square out the pelvis so both hip points are facing forward, and then lift the arms up. Keep pressing down through the outer edge of the left foot. You want to avoid any overarching in the low spine. One more breath here. Release the hands down. We'll take a bind, interlace the hands behind you, roll the shoulders up and back, extend the arms. We'll go for humble warrior. So slowly begin to fold it over the right leg or inside the right leg. Gaze on the mat. Try not to drop the head. Start to move your hands away from your low spine. 2 more breaths here. One more. Stay strong. Slowly rise up. Release the hands. Turn the back toes to face forward. We straighten out both legs. We're going to fold forward into pyramid. Hands can come on the hips. Slowly hinge forward and then release the hands on the mat. You can be on your finger pads. You want to avoid rounding so you can stay propped up here. Keep drawing that right hip back in space, left hip forward. Press down through the right big toe. One more breath. Good job. Bend the front knee. We are going to step back into plank. Option to take a vinyasa, or you can go straight into your down dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look between the hands. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands. We'll take stork on the other side. One-legged mountain. So shift the weight in the left leg. Look at a non-moving object in front of you. Right leg lifts up. Brace your core. Option to bring the hands in front of the heart. Press that left thigh back in space as you are bringing that right knee up. One more breath. We'll step the right foot back. Make adjustments, land the foot, and then you can always create space between the front and the back leg. Keep the back leg straight, front knee bends. We'll bring the hands up. Warrior one, Vajrasana. Relax the shoulders. Don't collapse in the back ankle. We will interlace the hands behind the low back, roll the shoulders up and back, lengthen the arms. Begin to fold inside the front leg. Doesn't matter how low you go. Once you have reached your maximum, start moving the bind away from the low back. Look a little bit in front on the mat. One more breath. Slowly rise up. Release the bind. We are going to straighten the front leg. Back toes can turn a little bit to face forward. We'll hinge from the hips. You can always have a slight softness in the front knee and then lower down. Blocks can come in handy here if we are struggling to bring the hands down, or you can always soften the front knee a little more to let those fingers reach the ground. Left hip draws back in space, right hip forward. We press down through the left big toe. One more breath. Rebend the knee. We'll step back into our plank pose. We'll flow through our vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Hold your down dog for a few breaths. You can cleanse out your breath by sighing out through the mouth. Then bend the knees, make your way to the top of the mat, however you want to. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Release the hands. Stand a little bit with, or rather widen out your stance, and then close down the eyes here. Take a moment. Catch your breath, find your focus. Find your breath. On the next breath, blink the eyes open. We'll bring the feet together, big toes touch, heels slightly apart. We'll move through our chair pose, hands in front of the heart to begin with. Tuck the tailbone, lower the seat down, lower the hips down. Arms come up, hold here. Keep the core engaged. One more breath. Let's step the right foot back for warrior two. So front toes are facing forward and the back toes are facing the long edge of the mat. Stack hips and shoulders, tee out the arms, and then gaze through the front second and third finger. Shoulders relax, one more breath. Left forearm on left thigh, right arm goes up and over for our side angle. You can stay fairly high. If you want to deepen, you can side bend more. You can even bring the left hand inside the left leg. I'm staying up high today. Stretch in the right side body. Keep turning the right chest back. Left ribs forward. One more breath. Release the pose. We'll come into Skandasana. So left toes will turn a little, right toes will turn to the right side. Begin to bend in the front knee. You can always take support of the hands. So if the heel doesn't quite come down, you can always use a blanket. My left side has a hard time coming down. So heel can rest on a blanket or a cushion and we hold our surfer's pose. Right toes are turned up and then towards you. Spend a couple of breaths here. One more breath. Turn towards the top of the mat. We will come into reverse knee to elbow. So find strength in your shoulders, protract them, and then lift the left foot off the mat. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Back to plank and then vinyasa. Totally optional. Knees up or down. One more breath. Step, jump, hop to the top of the mat. Fold here. Inhale, half left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, will come into chair. So big toes touch, hands in front of the heart to begin with. Engage your core and then the arms come up. Setting up for the other side. 2 more breaths. Step back into warrior two legs. Big step back. Take a moment to line the front heel and the back heel in one line. Right toes facing the short end of the mat, left toes to the long edge of the mat. Tee out the arms and then shift the gaze to the front second and third finger. Nice and strong warrior here. Tuck the tailbone slightly. 2 more breaths. Side angle. Right forearm comes on the right thigh or inside the right leg. You can always place the right palm on a block inside the right foot. One more breath. We'll set up for Skandasana. So turning the right toes a little bit, you can take support of the hands and then lower down. Try to sit as tall as you can. One more breath. Turn towards the short end of the mat, towards the top of the mat again. Plant the palms down. We'll do that reverse knee to elbow. So for that, you have to protract your shoulders to create space for the leg. And then hold here. So 3, 2, 1. Plank. Optional vinyasa. Exhale. And then downward facing dog. Hold your down dog this time for 3 breaths. You can try lifting your toes. Let's take just one more breath. And then through plank, we'll come all the way down, knees up or down. Come on our bellies. Bring the hands next to the hips. We'll do locust. 3 dynamic and then we'll hold. So come on your chin, palms face each other. Inhale, lift head, neck and shoulders and legs. Exhale down. Inhale up again. Exhale down. This time we'll hold. So lift as high as you can. Try to lift your thighs, lengthen through the legs. No need to look forward. Lifting the arms, reaching the fingers towards the heels. 3 more breaths here. Stay strong. One more breath. Good job. Press back into Vajrasana or child's pose. Feel free to cleanse out your breath. One more breath. All right, rise up. If you were in child's pose, we will do one more active sequence before we start winding down. Let's take a quick shoulder stretch before that. So bring your right arm across the chest, stretch out the shoulder. You stay where you are. I'm just going to turn towards the camera so you can see me better. And then other side. All right. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here, deepen your down dog. Right leg lifts up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here for another breath. Then land the left foot outside the right palm. Left foot comes towards the left edge of the mat. Lower the back knee down. If the knee needs support, you can always place cushion under the knee. I'm going to use it. Then we are going to take a twist here. Dragon. So right toes turn out slightly. Lift the inner arch of the right foot. Right palm into your right inner thigh. You twist here. Not with the neck. I always say the twisting happens from our thoracic spine. So you don't have to look back. Sink the hips forward. Take another breath. Stay here, or if you can catch hold of the back foot, you can always go back Grab the foot and then sink the hips forward. It's a really good stretch for the hips and your quad, your psoas. Take one more breath. Release the bind if you have it. We'll step back into downward facing dog and then move on to the other side. Left leg lifts up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here. Right toes are still facing forward. Now step the left foot outside the left hand. Right foot comes to the right edge of the mat and then lower the knee down. If you are using cushion or a knee pad, place it under the right knee. Right palm plants down. Left foot comes at an angle, maybe a 30-degree. Lift the inner arch of the left foot and then twist towards the left side. Press into the left inner thigh with the left palm. Good job. Avoid locking out the right elbow. Keep the right shoulder relaxed away from the ear. Now stay here, or rather continue to stay there, or grab the back foot. You can close down the eyes. Breathe into the left hip. Find space there. Send your breath into your right quad. One more breath. Release the bind. Good job. Step back into down dog for one last time. Clear out the space on your mat. Let's bring the feet as wide as the mat so the heels can ground down. See if the toes can lift up. Stay here for two more breaths. One more breath. Then lower the knees down. Awesome job. We will bring the legs out in front of us. Let's do one more active work. I know I said that was our last active work. Let's just go through our low boat as we are making our way down. So bring the feet out in front of you. You can place the hands behind the thighs or hands reach out. Begin to tuck the tailbone around your spine and then see if the low back can slowly come down. Shoulder blades are still off the mat. Feet come off the mat if possible. And then find some length in the legs. They don't have to be completely straight. If this does not feel good in the neck, you can always support the head. 3 breaths. Tuck the tailbone. Stay strong. Shoulders relaxed. One more breath. And then bend the knees. Lower the head down. Finally done. If you have your blanket handy, you can use it to support the neck. Hug the knees towards the chest. Gentle rock side to side. We'll take a twist here and then Savasana. If you want to lower the lights in your space or cover your eyes with something for your Savasana, you can just grab it. Come back center, lower the feet down, place your right thigh on top of left and then scoot the hips over to the right side. If you have the space, you can tee out the arms or cactus out the arms. Drop the knees to the left. Head can be in the center or you can turn the head over towards the right shoulder. We try to keep our right shoulder blades grounded. Breathe into our chest and the belly. Bring the head back center, then lift the knees. Uncross the legs. Might want to readjust the hips. Left thigh comes on top of right. We scoot the hips to the left and drop the knees to the right. Again, option to turn the head to the left side. Sink the upper back into the earth. One more breath there. Head comes back center, then the legs lift up and cross the legs. You can always take a knee knock-in pose for your Savasana to release the low back. If you feel comfortable to extend the legs, bring the feet as wide as the mat, ankles splay open, palms can be facing up next to us or can rest on the belly. Close down the eyes if you haven't done so already. Begin to slow down the breathing. Ever so slowly start letting go of any control from the body and the mind. Become the observer. Watch the body. Watch the breath come in and go. Savasana. I'll call you out in a few moments. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, inviting small movements in the fingers, the toes. Option to take a full body stretch, bringing the feet together, pointing the toes away from you, arms overhead, Yashtikasana. And then bend the knees, make your way onto any side and pause there for a couple of moments. With the next inhale, bring yourself up to any comfortable seat. Close down the eyes once you like. Option to bring the palms in front of the heart as we get ready to close our practice, always acknowledging the effort and the time you took out to take care of yourself today. Palms to the forehead, bow with gratitude. Begin to rub the palms. Place the warm palms around your eyes, your face. Slowly blink the eyes open with a smile on your face. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.